And fans, here are the officials for tonight's game. Austin Saney, Alex Apparent, Max Sennett, and Dave Walgast, your officials. And now, fans, for today's visitors, Utica City FC. Number 1, Matt Perella. Number 2, Ben Rahman. Number 3, James Togba. Number 4, Nate Bordeaux. Number 5, Domenico Vitale. Number 6, Vittorio Petrera. Number 7, Eros Momic. Number 8, Christian Segura. Number 11, Moises Gonzalez. Number 13, Bo Yelovitz. Number 14, Anawa Obasi. Number 17, Tim Goldman. Number 21, Darren Toby. Number 22, Andrew Coughlin. Number 42, Jake the Snake Schindler. Number 44, Liam Callahan. And your coaches, Casey Murphy and head coach Ryan Hall. And now a special announcement from Lancers TV host Joe Giuliano and the Mohican Warrior, Elliot Fauski.
Thanks, Craig. Hi, everybody. I'm Joe Giuliano. Well, after 2 long weeks of being locked in the Warrior Cave, the Mohican Warrior has busted out. Welcome back to the Mohican Warrior, Elliot Fauski.
It's good to be back. Thank you.
It's good to have you back, buddy. We thought locking you in that cave for 2 weeks might produce that elusive first win for the Lancers, but no such luck.
Yeah, so Soccer Sam brought me back out, see if maybe we can take a break, come back, renewed energy, and see how it goes.
All right, we'll see what happens here tonight against a very tough team in Utica. They're on a 5-game winning streak.
Yeah, 5-game winning streak. That's really good. So that's intimidating in and of itself. Sure. But also, I heard they're extra motivated. Word is Utica prefers to play in front of our crowd because it's such an amazing support, crazy passion, whereas in Utica, it's pretty drab. They're more of a so-wuss culture. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it goes.
Those are some fighting words from the Mohican Warrior. We'll see what happens at kickoff. It's coming up next right here on the Lancers Broadcast Network. The Warrior back in the house.
All right, fans, now let's bring it down to the field to Ashley Maria.
Lancer fans, let's hear you make some noise. It's Friday night here at the Ide Family Field. Your Lancers take on second place Utica City tonight. Let's hear it for a Lancers win tonight. Before I introduce your 2020 Lancers, please welcome to the field tonight's celebrity captain. She's a local singer-songwriter who will be performing tonight's national anthem. As a local performer, I am sure you have seen her sing at many Rochester restaurants and bars. Recognizable by the signature flower in her hair, please welcome tonight's celebrity captain, the amazing Amanda Ashley. And tonight's sponsor captain is a huge supporter of your Rochester Lancers and of the soccer community throughout Rochester and Buffalo. Thanks to this sponsor, many youth soccer and development programs can flourish throughout Western New York. Their deli meats and hot dogs have a long history of quality and premium ingredients. Through 5-generation business dating back to 1869. The hot dogs and deli meats New Yorkers grew up on. Please welcome Tim, Mike, and Jay, tonight's sponsor captain from Salem. Lancer fans, tonight's honorary captain is another incredible supporter of your Rochester Lancers. They sponsor the Lancers Gold Ceiling Light Show. They are a full-service energy company providing a suite of energy products, including heating oil, natural gas, electricity, and more, servicing both commercial and residential customers. Their business is powering your business. Please welcome our honorary captains tonight, Jeff and George, our title sponsor from Marathon Energy. And now let's bring out your Lancers medical staff, Mr. Mike Pilato, Kyle Mansick, Dave DiPasquale, and Jose Balseca. Let's hear it for your Lancers medical staff. And now, Rochester coaching icons, your assistant coaches, Mr. Adam Schwartz and Mr. John Berardicurti. And now, looking sharp in incognito menswear, it's your head coach. He's Rochester's living legend, Mr. Doug Miller. And now, DJ Keo, let's get some music for our 2020 Lancers. Goalkeeper number 00 from Hilton, New York, it's Brian Don't Choke Wilkin. Goalkeeper number 35 from All Applause, New York, Christian Esposito. And number 2, all the way from Brazil, please help me welcome Mr. Rafa Godoy. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an important one. This is his last tour before retirement at the end of the season. Please, Lancer fans, help me welcome number 4, the pride and joy in Buffalo, New York, Gary Boughton, your Lancers captain. Number 5 from Gates Chili, Sean Hantes. Number 7 from Webster, New York, Soccer Sam calls him the Diamond, Mr. Tim Crawford. Number 10, he's the YouTube sensation from Nottingham, England, all the way here to Rochester, New York. Number 10, Michael Cunningham. Number 11, the Red Mamba. Look at that red hair. Your captain from Webster, New York, Anthony Razzano. Number 13, it's Bicycle Kick Siliberto from Churchville, New York, Frankie. Number 14, from Rochester, New York, please help me welcome Mr. Alex Harling. Number 18, from Cleveland, Ohio, let's bring out Brian Wolonsky. Number 21, from Pittsburgh, New York, Matt D'Amico. Number 3, from Philadelphia, traveling in for every Lancers home game. He scored the fastest goal in indoor Lancer history and will never lose that title. Please welcome J.O. Jeremy Ortiz. Number 24, from Newburgh, New York, he's the Finster, August Finn. Number 27, all the way from Peru, it's Diego the Explorer Mayaga. And last but certainly not least, from Brighton, New York, number 31, Jeremy Lanco. Lancer fans, let's hear it for your 2020 Lancers who will win tonight and break Utica's winning streak. Let's go, Lancers!
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing. Gentlemen, please be so kind as to remove your hats for the singing of the national anthem being performed tonight by Amanda Ashley.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light was so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave for the land and all the free, in the home of the brave.
Ashley Elizabeth, beautiful job on the national anthem. Good evening and welcome to the Dome Arena in Rochester, New York. I am Joe Giuliano, along with John Savaglia and the Mohican Warrior, Elliot Fauski. Three-man broadcast booth this evening. Soccer Sam found the budget to increase the booth. John, welcome.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for having me. I'm glad to be back.
Good to have you back. Still recovering from shoulder surgery. How you feeling?
I'm good. I got rid of my two-part sling here. I only got one now, so I'm getting a little bit more mobile, which is nice.
Looking good, looking
Thank
good. You. Had the honor of meeting your parents just before kickoff. Wonderful people and a wonderful son in Mr. Savaglia to my right, left on your screen. Well, it's the Battle of the Thruway. Once again, it's the third one of this season as Utica visits the Dome Arena for the second time this year. November 29th was their first visit, A convincing 9-1 win for Utica City. They are 11-3. They have won 5 in a row. The Lancers, perfect at home, perfect away. It's just the wrong way. The numbers are reversed.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, I've seen a lot of great things from this Lancers team in the past couple weeks here. A little slip up last week in Florida, but that's expected. I mean, you look at any other games that have happened, you know, even with Utica in Utica,
right,
they're right there. They're even right there with Baltimore as well. So I'm excited.
And looking out at the crowd here this evening, a good turnout of Utica fans showing up in Rochester.
Yeah, absolutely. Utica came down like we saw in the opening introduction here with the Warriors saying, hey, they like the Rochester atmosphere a little bit better. Hopefully that plays in Rochester's favor.
We'll see DJ Keogh ready to go as the Lancers taking the field in the all gold with blue socks. It is Brian Wilkin in the nets for Rochester. And I guess it's not good news for Rochester looking at the other end of the field. It is Andrew Coughlin who looks like he will get the start tonight for Utica. They're 11-3, Rochester 0-16. Coaches are Ryan Hall for Utica City and the legend Doug Miller. Utica in the all black with blue trim will have the kickoff. They'll go from left to right. Nate Bordeaux to do the honors. Rochester with Boughton, Rosano, Harling, Mayanga, and Jeremy Ortiz. Utica has got Raymond, Callahan, Bordeaux, Toby, and Yelovitz. Underway, lights on, soccer action here in Rochester. Third meeting of the year between the two New York State teams. Toby, the reigning MASL Defender of the Year, to Raymond. Back to Coughlin, the 26-year-old, currently number 3 in the MASL in goals against average at 4.28. Lancers looking for a good quick start here with Boughton on the near side. Shot off the boards in front and finally cleared away, but Lancers keeping possession. Rosano to Boughton. Poked away. Yelovitz. A little too cheeky there. Mayanga almost got away with it, but couldn't. This one's all the way back to Lancers goalkeeper Brian Wilkin, 21 years old. 82 goals against this season. 112 saves. He had a very interesting lead up to this one. Had esophagus surgery just a few days ago, and John, he said it wasn't a very comfortable experience, was it?
No, not for him. We've been making a little bit of jokes with him during practice, you know, all fun and games, but, you know, we're glad to see him healthy and back out here, and, you know, he's got to go back for a follow-up treatment in a week or two here, and hopefully everything's okay.
Got to cut up that steak into small pieces, or was it something else?
I think it was chicken.
Chicken, all right.
Coach Schwartz has been calling him chicken wing for the past week of practice, but like I said, all fun and games, and we're glad he's back on the field.
Yep, back on the field and doing his thing right now. D'Amico. Crawford. Good shot off the boards, gets the rebound. Crawford with a fresh new do. Nice and tight. Gets it, middle of the park. Rafa Godoy. Well, as we said, he busted out of his cave, a couple big boulders placed in front, but the Mohican Warrior can never be kept down. Welcome back, my friend.
How you doing? It's great to be back.
Good to have you back here. High pressure from the Lancers. Coughlin's got to hurry. Anoa Obasi. Lancers keeping Utica pinned in their own half of the field. Coughlin right down the middle. Coming back to get it is Goldman. Good ball forward. Momich. Double teamed immediately. Back to Goldman. Obasi. Crafty. Technical player with it. Gets around one. Shot! Good save from Wilkin as he pushes it up into the netting to the right of his net. Obasi on 1 foot, just kind of hopping before he made that move. The former Rochester Rhino. Good look there. And a great block coming off the Lancers. August Finn. Restart far side for Utica. Top of the arc. The shot! And another block. That from Tim Crawford. That's off the foot of Tagba. Corner kick now on the near side for Utica. Away from home, 5-2. Shot Put back across the goal mouth. No one there, but Utica will take possession with Tilby. Bordeaux. Back from Tilby. Yelovitz. Tilby. Gonzalez. Oh, what a play! On the back door, just to tap it home, is Yelovitz, and he continues his goal-scoring tear, number 13 on the season.
That assist was phenomenal. The vision to thread that pass all the way through to the far post from out around the arc.
Christian Segura gets the assist. Here's a look at it, guys.
It's good patience right there to find them on the back post.
Yelovitz matches his number 13 with goals scored this year. That comes at 3:08 of the first quarter. Lancers in front, Cunningham. Quickly coming back are the boys in gold and blue. Ortiz to Harling. Wilkin coming way downfield. Good ball off the boards. Bordeaux steps in front of Cunningham. Backheel pass to Uros Momic. Uros played for the Lancers outdoors this season in the NPSL. As Utica has worked it all the way down to the near side corner. Harling escapes with it. A little bother there, but Harling battles through looking for Rosano. He can't get it to him. Domenico Vitali disrupts the Lancers' attack. Rochester's own Jake Schindler. He's definitely got shoulder pads on tonight. Telling John before the game, how much bigger and stronger can this guy get?
Every year he stacks on a layer.
Jake the Snake, not the appropriate name. Jake the Wall.
Earthquake, Jake the Snake Schindler.
I'll take Earthquake. Snake, This long ball hops in out of play. Lancers trailing 1-0. The MASL podcast returns for the 2019 and 20 season. Join us as we talk to players, coaches, and officials from across the league and take you behind the scenes of the MASL. Check out maslsoccer.com to listen to podcasts and past episodes. Christian Segura picked up his 8th assist of the season. Has it middle of the field. Now to Toby. Raymond has it stolen away. Cunningham sends a long ball downfield. Or check that, it's D'Amico. Sean Hantes only making his 3rd appearance of the season on the field now for the Lancers. He's playing alongside of Tim Crawford in the back as Hantes steps off. Just look at that goal. Just passing from one side to the other and driven diagonally across to Yelovitz. Obasi to Segura.
So Rochester switching up their point of pressure. They're low pressure when Utica has the ball at midfield, but then they're pressing the keeper. They win it here.
Chance, the mistake, and Rafa's shot is up and into the netting.
Yeah, got to put that on frame. It was a great counterattack. Rosano with the initial pressure, forcing the bad pass. Rochester's got to do a lot of that, keep Utica on their heels today.
Good long throw from Coughlin. Yelovitz heads it into the corner for Bordeaux. Bo comes in, former Syracuse Silver Knight. Now the captain here with Utica. Nate Bordeaux. A familiar face for Lancer fans and Rhino fans. Spent some time outdoors with both of those clubs. Momic wants it back in front. Wilkin just got a piece of it. Deflecting it away from Eros Momic. Nice pass from Bordeaux. Another one across the goal mouth. This time Wilkin is there. Rebound blocked by Harling.
Lancers dodged a bullet there. Yelovak didn't quite get his whole foot on it like he wanted to. Otherwise, that's an easy second goal. If the Lancers don't sort out that backdoor marking, it's going to be a long night.
Ooh, almost a carbon copy of what we saw at 3:08.
Say Bo's so big, I don't understand how they're not seeing him cutting on the back post.
Oh, great save from Wilkin and getting up quickly to pounce on the rebound.
Yeah, you have to constantly head check. Obviously, indoor, for those unfamiliar, there's no offside, so crafty veteran like Yellowback trying to get in behind.
There's Schindler. Good ball. Shot! And that did go in. I thought it came off the post, but it was the back post. And the MASL Player of the Week, Moises Gonzalez, has given Utica a 2-0 lead.
You know, we talk about the mistakes all the time, you know, other teams making Rochester pay on their mistakes. And that was a tough ball right there from Brian. You know, Utica makes them pay.
16th goal at 7:08 for Gonzalez, who just drives one hard and low to make it 2-0. So Yellowitz has his 13th. 4 minutes later, Gonzalez has his 16th. As got a few looks at some of the fans who made the trip from Utica. Had a chance to speak with Tommy Tanner before, and he said, I believe there were upwards of 60-plus tickets requested for fans coming from Utica City.
Yeah, I was making my rounds earlier, letting them know that their signs, their jerseys are actually not allowed in the building. So cash fines or removal.
Little new game show that was produced this week by the Mohican Warrior. Apparently it's being picked up by CBS.
There's actually a bidding war.
Oh, there is.
Among networks. So it's
tell us about the show.
Who wants to be an MASL-ionaire, you know? So it's a pretty exciting little game show where we find out what fans are the most wuss.
If you want to check it out, go to Facebook, and it's under Elliot Fauski. Hope it's okay I promoted that.
Hey, go get them.
Get your real ball information. MASL, what's it called?
MASL-ionaire.
MASL-ionaire. I like that one. Very good.
Yeah, it just really rolls off the tongue, you know?
Oh, yeah.
MASL-ionaire.
Your tongue, not mine.
Yeah. 17 syllables later.
All right, 2-0. The Lancers trailing. The media timeout is up. The attack started by Crawford to Rafa Godoy. To Rosano. Looking for help. Finds it in Tim Crawford. Diego Mayanga. Back to the goal. Rosano. Trying to keep possession and quickly pouncing on it is Bordeaux. Crawford back up for the challenge. Bordeaux gets it across, and they're going to call a foul before that even came across. So look at the goal from Moises Gonzalez, third Utica player to pick up the Player of the Week honors. That's his 16th of the season. Long ball now into the near corner. Shot by Rosado, couldn't get all of it. Coughlin nudged off by Ortiz, a high ball, top of the box.
Ortiz doing well to keep it alive, not letting the goalkeeper pick that up. Lancers maintain possession as a result.
Vitale, good job tracking that one off the boards, playing the angle well. But the Lancers take it with D'Amico. Mayanga marked by Goldman wearing the long white headband.
Yeah, his Karate Kid headband and man tights. Boy, he looks like he's ready to kick someone's head off their shoulders.
Goldman, the native of Manlius, joined the team as a rookie. Mayanga, good idea, just couldn't execute it to Rafa. Domenico Vitale played a few games last season with the Lancers in the M2. Domenico from Syracuse is a star at Lemoyne.
I think we're going to get a too many men on the field penalty for Rochester, possibly.
Yep.
So the Lancers will send one to the sin bin at 8:44 of the first quarter. Jeremy Lonco will be serving this penalty. Rochester on the penalty kill, a clip of 25%, while Utica is converted on 38% of their man advantage opportunities. Rochester going with Godoy. Rosano coming back onto the field. Wolanski and D'Amico.
These power plays are huge in indoor soccer. When you go down a man for 2 minutes, it's an enormous advantage. Plus, it's just exhausting for the 4 defensive players stuck on. And it's completely preventable. You know, too many men on the field. You just jump on when your partner comes off. You know, it should be simple.
Especially this stage of the season, like you mentioned.
That's that rookie stuff.
Patience, looking for the opening. Callahan, Gonzalez, Milowitz, Obasi. Looked for the shot, said I'll hold up instead. Utica without Mauricio Salas this evening. Former Lancer superstar. Actually injured his leg in a training session.
Yeah, I was catching up with him before the game. Lancer legend.
John and I were talking. Huge Mauricio fan, no doubt about it, but for Rochester tonight, that is not going to be a player who's missed. He has an absolutely deadly, bombing left foot.
I was going to say, we talk about Dom Francis with his left foot. Well, Mauricio Salas, if you've never seen him shoot a ball with his left foot, great save from Brian.
Good save and a hard rocket from Gonzalez.
It makes Dom Francis' left foot look like nothing.
Mauricio, the king of the left foot. Francis trying to emulate the king. Throw looking for D'Amico. Trying to just keep the pressure down here, eat away at the clock. 25 seconds left in the Lancers penalty. Look at Rosano. How do you like that move? On the ground, ball between his legs, almost does forward flip.
Classic backward somersault
flip.
To your teammate.
There you go.
Well, he got the Academy Award a few weeks ago here. He's just adding to his credentials.
Rosano having an outstanding season as far as penalties are concerned. Penalty minutes, that is, 30 on the season. That is number 1 in the league. Probably not the category you want to lead the league in.
No, but puts Rochester on the map.
Lancers' power or penalty kill is up. Successful on that one, so that clip of 25%, or 20%, I'm sorry. It's 25% of the power play, 20% will definitely go up, and this one sneaks through. Thanks to our producer downstairs in the truck for that correction. It's Harling sprinting forward, trying to get around Toby. Can't. 3.5 left in the first quarter. Lancers come away with it. Blanco, good pressure on Toby. Cunningham's going to step in to help out. Gonzalez, driven ball forward. Wilkin is aware of it and off his line. Little miss kick there. Pressured by Segura, the keeper, playing along the boards now. Toby.
Sometimes your goalies get bored and they just come out and play.
That was well done by Brian, though. Made a not the greatest first touch, but he recovered and was able to keep that ball to the side.
Yeah, I like how he came out to get that ball to alleviate it. Just got caught on the dribble.
And it gives Rochester that confidence to go ahead and press a little bit more, knowing your keeper's back there going to come out and help you out a little bit.
Well, this is a very busy weekend for the Lancers. 3 games in 44 hours. Utica tonight. Baltimore comes in tomorrow. And then down the thruway, back to Utica on Sunday at the Adirondack Bank Center. According to Tommy Tanner, about 500 tickets still remain for that one in central New York.
Get them while they're hot.
Absolutely. Tally off the boards, trying to go to himself, couldn't. Momich pushed down.
It's a great tackle from Ortiz.
And they're going to call foul on Cunningham this time. Or is it going the other way? Let's see.
Yeah, I believe they called it on Cunningham.
Good look at the save from Brian Wilkin. Christian Esposito, the backup keeper tonight. Bordeaux. Intercepted, coming away. The veteran, Jeremy Ortiz. Hard on the run was D'Amico. A little too much pace on that one for him to settle. This one's going to hop back and up and into the crowd. Be a restart here for Utica. Outside of being on the team, the best way to know what's happening in the MASL is to tune in to Kick This. Every weekend, Soccer Sam discusses the ins and outs of the MASL Find Kick This every Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern on iHeartRadio. Oh, good ball from Ortiz. Almost found the foot of Lanco. Little lunging tackle breaks it away for Utica. Nyanga call for his foul on Goldman. Right at midfield, restart for Utica. Speaking of soccer, Sam, word is he is lost somewhere out in the desert.
Yeah, he wanted some time to find himself, doing heavy meditation.
Well, he found himself and got lost.
It's the great irony. It's just beautiful. To hear him tell it in eloquent words is just something else. The experiences he has when he's out there under the night sky, the chill of the cool desert night.
Sam actually at a wedding in Arizona with his beautiful wife, Linda. Sam, hope you're watching and enjoying tonight's broadcast on MASL TV. We miss you, buddy. Energy in the arena just a little bit different without the big guy here.
Absolutely, but I can hear him yelling from Arizona.
I can feel it.
He's never really gone.
The king of soccer, Soccer Sam. You know what? He deserves a break. One of the hardest, if not the hardest working man in soccer and the pizza empire.
Absolutely. I'll just take that away from him. He is the hardest working man in soccer. There's no question about it.
Founded his pizza empire at the age of 17. As we've got under a minute to play here in the first quarter, Rochester trailing Utica City. Goals from Yelowitz and Gonzalez. Utica cross field pass is headed away to Rosano. Nice ball forward, Rafa. Can he keep it in play? No. The restart coming out here for Utica City. Finn pressuring Obasi.
I love that
They're
pressure.
call foul on Ottawa.
It's well done.
Obasi's very casual on the ball because he has incredible skill, and Finn just working, making him earn it. I like it.
Ortiz to Rosano. 30 seconds left. First quarter. On the near side, Rafa Godoy. He's got a chance to tee one up. It's deflected through the mix and out to the far side. D'Amico. Good move by D'Amico. On the goal line. No one there to poke it home for the home side.
That was a phenomenal turn from D'Amico.
Yelovitz coming out. Wilkin as well. They meet. Wilkin wins the challenge.
Sliding well outside of his box to stop Yellowback. That's more excellent goalkeeping out of his box.
That's well done by Brian.
How about that end-to-end action?
That's what indoor soccer's all about right there.
Great stuff from both sides. 3.8 seconds left. Rosano. Oh, a good effort there from D'Amico. As first quarter comes to a close, and it is Utica City with a 2-0 lead. The Lancers just a foot away from poking that into the empty net. 2-0 Utica. This is the Lancers Broadcast Network. Welcome back to the dark. Lancer Dancer is actually performing. John Savaglia is holding my hand. The lights will come on soon. Relax, it's okay.
I didn't bring my teddy bear, my blankie. I know my parents are here somewhere.
Tough to see, but there you go. A little look at the Lady Lancer Dancers as they were practicing that routine as we walked into the arena this afternoon, and it was pitch black, and I thought, is there not a game tonight? Then the music kicked on, and sure enough, it is Lancers soccer tonight. Recapping your scoring in that first half, it was Yelowitz, his 13th of the year from Segura at 3:08, and then Carbon Copy or not a carbon, almost a carbon copy that was saved second time around by the Lancers, but a goal from right in front by Gonzalez, who was the MASL Player of the Week for Week 13. He got his 16th of the season. Overall, though, guys, Lancers had some chances as well.
Yeah, I mean, I liked what I saw from the Lancers. Granted, the score doesn't play in their favor, but I think they played really well on that penalty kill, and they've been pressing very, very well.
And while we have a break here, let's talk about Miter. The Rochester Lancers would like to thank Miter USA for providing today's match balls. Miter, founded in Huddersfield, England, is among the world's oldest sporting goods brands, starting production in 1817. Miter, a proud partner of Major Arena Soccer League, providing arena-specific match balls to both the MASL and the MASL2.
Yeah, they 200 years of sports experience to perfect the craft. Not a bad little run.
Round of applause for the Lancer Dancers as we look at the first goal by Yellowitz. Not a precision pass as the Lancer Dancers are heading off the field, and we get ready for second quarter action. And look at Segura's run. Look at that ball, right in pace, right in stride. Just pounds it home. You love receiving those balls when you're just at that perfect pace. You don't have to stop. Just boom, follow through. And Gonzalez hammers home his 16th. Lancers will now go from left to right. Harling, Boughton, Diego Mayanga, Rosano, and Ortiz. Schindler, Momich, Toby, Gonzalez, and Tagba to start for Utica City. Long ball into the corner. You're looking for Boughton. Mayanga steps in there to help out. Schindler chasing his former teammate, pickpockets Ortiz. Schindler's in the shot, just wide.
Maybe Snake is the name.
Good ball forward. Diego Mayanga couldn't get off it, but he's tripped up. Is there a call? No.
They called it incidental. What a ball from Rosano.
Oh, nice turn off the chest from Schindler. Back and forth. This one really opening up. Lancers going to come back the other way now. And now it's slowed down by Tagba.
Off the battleship chest of Jake Schindler.
Schindler, 9 goals, 6 assists on the season. And boy, did he get a big one last week in that game in Dallas. He scored with 23 seconds left while Utica was playing with a 6th attacker. Then they went to the shootout. They win it 8-7. Anoa Obasi, the only shootout goal to win it for Utica City in that game. Against the Dallas Sidekicks. Good block from Rosano. I could feel that one from up here. Loose ball. Callahan knocks it out of play. Lancers coming off a loss 14-3 in Florida, but that changed really in one quarter, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you watch that game, the first 17 minutes, Rochester was right there. They were playing fantastic, and then I don't know if something just clicked. You know, the sun came out, and they were wondering where the snow was, and everything just went downhill from there.
Florida scoring 6 straight goals in the second quarter, claimed that 14-3 victory at the RP Funding Center. Tropics now 14-1. That was their 9th win in a row as they lead the Eastern Conference.
Actually, I believe the Tropics are 14-2. They did lose to Milwaukee.
14-2, I'm sorry.
Midweek.
Correct. Yes.
With old Lancers goalkeeper in net for Milwaukee out there now, Sir Joey Capinos.
Thank you, my friend.
Yep.
A good touch from Bordeaux, and Wilkin maybe got a piece of that one. But Utica will keep possession with Goldman. No, Lancers will take it the other way. Crawford. D'Amico seeing a lot of the action tonight on the field. And a rocket from Godoy is up and into the netting. In that Florida game, the Lancers had goals from Cunningham, Wright, and Rosano. Lancers missing 3 regulars in that game. Gary Boughton, Jeremy Ortiz, and as we talked about, Brian Wilkin needed emergency surgery. Good ball off the boards and slammed home by Segura. Plays the 1-2 himself. And it's 3-0 Utica.
Wow. Now that was an indoor goal.
Phenomenal distribution from the keeper, but the individual effort, my goodness. Just take the ball down and play himself off the boards to beat the defender and clinical finish.
Yeah, I mean, what a pickup Segura's been for Utica this season, coming over from San Diego. I mean, you see his impact he has on tonight, and you look at the season as well with 16 goals.
17
goals, and I believe, is it 8 assists now?
For Segura, that's his 17th goal of the year, and 7 assists coming in, so nope, it is 8.
8 assists now, so.
Yeah. Goal and assist on the evening for Segura. Segura came over at the start of this season, as John mentioned, from San Diego. Averages over a point per game. Coming into this season, played 82 games in the MASL, 73 goals, 30 assists. A powerful pickup for Tommy Tanner's club out of Utica.
Yeah, a club that was already very dangerous in the attack.
And Momich. Back to Obasi. Gonzalez. Obasi, patient, calm. Vitelli, the Utica side in control here. Lancers just holding in a defensive posture right now. Obasi trying to draw them out. He'll play it back to his keeper. Coughlin, 26 years old. This is his 13th appearance of the season. And we got a little action here in the field. Oh, there's the assist from Coughlin.
I was say, Warrior, you've played a lot of indoor games. How big of a skill is that to play the ball off the boards right back to yourself and finish like that?
Well, it's tough because it's not always predictable, right? You have the base of the board where if you hit, it can pop the ball up in the air. It might stay low. So he just had that nifty little toe poke that'll keep it from getting too high, came right back to him. And that finish made it look easy, but real calm and collected.
Nice move, Mayanga. Crawford. Coughlin denies him. Taken away. Blanco's shot is blocked. Wolanski. Diego. Rafa. He'll have a go, and a good one as well.
That was a phenomenal shot. Great save. That was on goal. Rafa's first two went over the crossbar, and that one he made sure. Little dipping shot. Just pushed away.
Lancers want to get one here. Prevent Utica from really stretching this one wide open. Obasi, Callahan. Back to Bordeaux. Bordeaux has been around with the Syracuse Silver Knights. We mentioned also with the Lancers. 6 years with Syracuse in the indoor game. Deep into the corner. Players battle. Lancers come away 2-on-1 if they hurry. Rafa for Rosano. Coughlin there first.
It's well done to come off his line right there.
Lancers aren't done yet. Diego tries to go off the boards. Couldn't get it to Rosano. Tagba. And it's going to be Harling called for the foul on Tagba. As Rafa shot it. Just didn't come down quick enough for Lanco to get a rebound chance. Toby. Tagba. Callahan into the corner for Goldman.
Ortiz giving Tim the Karate Kid Goldman. His jersey says Goldman. His real name is actually Goldman Tights. It just didn't fit well on the jersey.
Could be one of the trivia questions on the new show. MASL in there. MASL. Say it again.
MASL-ionaire.
All right, you got to get the millionaire in there. All right. We got it.
Not for the faint of heart.
Your officials tonight, just in case you were wondering. John was supposed to mention them, but failed to do so.
I'm not a big fan of officials.
Austin Sadie.
No offense to them.
Alex Parrott, Max Sargent, or Sennett.
That's his
and
official stance.
Official. That's very official. Ooh. Ooh, this could get a little chippy here. Finn and Raymond, after Raymond landed on top of Finn's head. Foul call against Utica. Restart downfield. No one there for the Lancers. It's Segura. Gonzalez. Nice job by Finn. Long shot. Coughlin's off his line. Just a little high there.
We got Gonzalez. Is Gonzalez the one down on the field right now? I think so.
Yep.
Forgot my glasses at home.
Trainer being called out to attend to Moises Gonzalez. And while we have a break, don't forget you're watching Lancers Soccer on MASL TV. Catch every game each week on the league's official streaming home, MASL.TV. And also make sure you catch this week's episode of a great show, MASL Primetime. This week, Alex talks about the surging Ontario Fury with forward Justin Stinson, plus the greatest highlights from all the action of Week 13. Watch MASL Primetime. Injury timeout is over, and it's back into play with Brian Wilkin. Brian Wilkin, a little thank you to him and Diego Mayanga, Jake Reed, and Andre Demedev coming yesterday to make a school appearance in Greece. Worked with the guys on that. Wonderful turnout. And Rosano's getting a shot away. That's blocked. Bouncing ball. Coughlin scoops it up.
Boy, that save was nice from Coughlin, but most impressive to me was how he made the save but kept it close enough to wrap it up afterward.
Yeah, that's
Given away. Finn is tripped up. This has got to be a penalty. And are we talking shootout here as well?
That looked like a
It was severe, whatever it
Monday
was.
night smackdown.
I don't think it would be a shootout because I think there was somebody behind him.
Was there one defender?
I believe there was. Yeah. Looks like Callahan was back there on the back post, but I still don't understand how that could have possibly maybe been a blue card as well. But you know what? Free kick for Rochester, and this is where they got to make them pay.
All right, Ortiz and Diego, they're going to take a timeout, and the Lancers will regroup. This will also be our media timeout. Only one goal here in this second quarter. Lancers trailing Utica City 3-0 on the Lancers Broadcast Network. All right, we are midway through the second quarter. The Lancers are trailing 3-0, and they have a golden opportunity here. August Finn was taken down, and a restart as the Lancers break the huddle. What's in the bag of tricks? Ortiz, Rosado leaves it. Finn doesn't get all of it.
Caught it a little thin, but it was definitely a great play, great setup.
Utica quickly coming down the other way. Schindler. Back to Obasi. The point man, Anawa Obasi. To Momich. Obasi played with Baltimore from 2014 to 2016. He's also played in the USL, as we mentioned, with the Rochester Rhinos and Ottawa as well. So these are call-in questions. Let me get that number, please.
Yeah, it's 1-18-12.
Might get a few more comments coming in this evening. Oh, Rosano tried to push it through on the backside. Couldn't get it through as Momich hustling forward. All the way back to Obasi. 5:37 left in the second quarter. Rochester trails Utica. They've played twice this season. Utica winning 11-3 and 9-1. Obasi takes a tumble. Harling and Rosano involved with that. And a restart coming up for Ottawa Obasi and Utica. Bordeaux. Goldman cross field for Vitale. Settles it off the boards.
I wonder if the streamer on his headband gives him an aerodynamic advantage or if it's just psychological.
We'll try to find out for you. Have an answer for you by halftime.
It's kind of that 1980s tough guy look, the anorexic version. The Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger era.
Bayaga.
If anybody ever played Contra.
D'Amico. Sometimes, John, you just let him talk because his world is completely different than ours.
You know,
completely different.
I'm starting to learn that, but hey, that's okay. Everybody's different.
Completely different, more accurate, however you want to put it.
Oh, when do you go back to the cave?
ASAP.
Mayaga's pass is intercepted by Bordeaux. And he goes outside off the bench quickly as Yellowitz. Taken away to Wilkin.
A little bit over the back there on
Yeah.
the header called.
It was Callahan called for the foul. Liam Callahan, the 25-year-old.
Utica bench objecting. Their unbiased viewpoint.
Callahan, a former draft pick of Colorado in the 2017 MLS Super Draft. Speaking of MLS, they've got some interesting scenarios developing as far as their broadcasts are concerned. Rumor on the street is they're going to go to a more centralized setup, kind of like you see in the NFL, on a national broadcast scale. I know the Mohican Warrior and John Savaglia have already been contacted.
Yeah, I
Stay tuned.
had to take my phone off the hook, the rotary phone off the dial. Those guys won't leave me alone. I'm not interested in your money, you know. They think I want to get rich doing this. It's a passion game. I'm staying in Rochester.
That's right. Producing a game show.
Correct.
Oh, Yellowitz. Hard challenge, and Finn is taking a beating here in this second quarter. He's down once again. August Finn, the 22-year-old, his ninth appearance of the season.
You know,
Played college soccer at Buffalo State.
there's got to be a time where the refs say, okay, enough's enough. I got to take control of this and show a blue card here and there.
Finn gets dumped again. Segura, Tagba, Gonzalez. Good block there from Tim Crawford. Good hard step from Tim. And Utica with it. Petrera. Raymond. Toby. Little jersey tug keeps going forward. Into the corner for Bordeaux. Top of the arc shot. Wilkin makes the save. And cleared away by the Lancers defense.
Wilkin paused just shy of picking the ball up out of his box. Thought better of it.
Rosano, good little footwork here. Toe poke! Look closer than it was from Rafa. 2:34 left in the second quarter. It is 3-0 Utica. We're going to look at the rough go of August Finn here in quarter number 2.
He's going to need a nice ice bath after this, I feel like.
Yeah, he's going to need a nice bath.
Ice, nice, whatever you want to say. We don't judge here. Oh, Segura gets through one. Segura, Schindler, poked away by Wilkin.
Boy, Wilkin is coming up big off his line tonight.
It is. It's well done. It gives that defense for Rochester a little bit more confidence back there to let them go and get the game. Keep it in Utica's end.
1-2. Shot right at the keeper. It's a loose ball, but Coughlin finds it quickly. Minute 45 left.
Rochester producing some decent opportunities, just unable to execute so far.
Foul called on Gary Boughton, taking down Segura. Into play now, Domenico Vitale. To Segura, who has a goal and an assist on the evening. Bad pass was taken away for a split second by Hantes, and now Ortiz will come up with it. Ortiz streaking downfield, trying to spin the defender inside and out. Gets it to Boughton. Boughton spinning away from pressure. He's pushed off the ball by Segura. And Utica's long shot. Wilkin, what a save! Didn't think he was going to get there.
No, that's well done by Wilkin, backtracking.
Looked like a free safety on a Hail Mary there.
Buffalo Bills, you watching?
We've seen about 3, maybe 4 of those long-distance opportunities here in tonight's game.
Yeah, and that's one thing about this field here with us in Rochester is it's a lot smaller. So, one giveaway, it's a little bit easier shot from distance.
Obasi will play it to Coughlin. 29 seconds left. Bordeaux. Yerosmovic to Vitale. Obasi under pressure. Rosano's there. And just calm and cool. Utica gets it deep the other way. The shot and a block from Mayanga. 2-on-1 if the Lancers hurry. Maybe 3-on-1. Rosano. Still Rosano. He had Mayanga streaking forward. He just couldn't get him the ball. And that will bring our first half to a close, where Utica takes a 3-0 lead over the Lancers. And look at that save. Oh, tremendous.
It's well done by Brian, knowing his bearings there.
We have a halftime interview coming up. It'll be Ashley covering for Soccer Sam this evening, as Utica has a 3-0 lead over the Rochester Lancers. John, your thoughts so far on this one?
The scoreboard doesn't show well for Rochester right now. However, I'm very happy with how they've played this first half here. We take a look at, a few things that have happened. They killed off a great power play. They've been pressing tremendously, in my opinion. They've been creating chances, and that's all you can ask for. Create the chances, the goals will come.
All right, we're on the field level. Ashley and Lancers head coach Doug Miller will be coming your way in just a second here at the field. Halftime score, Utica City 3, Rochester nothing.
Hi, everyone. I'm Ashley Maria, and thank you to the thousands of people streaming on Lancers TV right now. I'm here with head coach Doug Miller. I just had to pry him away from the referees, having a tough little argument there. But, Doug, the score is really close, 3-0. Honestly, this is totally doable for our team right now. What are you encouraged by in this first half, and what do you think the team has to work for in the second?
Well, when we came into the game, it was to keep Utica to 6 goals. We've never done that all season with any team. And it's halftime and it's 3-0. So, we've got to come out and re-engage in the second half and keep it at 3. We've actually had 5 or 6 chances that we could have scored goals. Andrew made a couple good saves, and the quality on the finishing, wasn't there. But I'm encouraged because, we're still in reach of what we wanted to attain, tonight's game. And hopefully we'll come out in the second half and continue on.
And speaking of a few saves, Brian Wilkin has been playing tremendous tonight. Doug, we have a 3-game weekend, 3 games. We're playing Utica tonight at home. We play Baltimore at home tomorrow, and then we're away at Utica on Sunday. How do you prepare a team for a 3-day busy weekend like this, and how does it affect you deciding your lineup?
Well, the 2 home games, we've got a lot of healthy guys, and it was a tough choice tonight and the guys that we made. But tomorrow night could be, 2 or 3 different guys coming into the lineup based on injuries and fatigue. And then Sunday we'll see how it plays out. But, playing 3 games in 3 days is tough. But, this is what the league is all about.
Utica's currently in 2nd place, and tomorrow Baltimore is in 4th. Again, this is our first year in the 1st division. How long will it take these guys to learn the game and play at the level that some of these other teams are playing at?
Well, indoor takes about 40 games, and we don't have really any players that have 40 games. But you can see, from game 1 to where we are at game 17, we've grown, and that's, a positive. And it's the little things that are going to make a huge difference. And we continue to grow, and these guys continue to show up at training and fight through each week. And I think we're just blessed to have these guys in the community that have played here in Rochester and now are showcasing their talents.
Doug, last question before I let you go back to the locker room. You made a comment lately that this team is starting to feel united. Can you expand on that?
Yeah, I mean, I've played on many teams in my life, and I think when there's quality players that are fighting for different goals, it brings a team apart. And these guys are, character guys that are fighting for a shared goal. They've never been in this before, and they've shown that they can compete. And I think the longer it goes on, the Rochester community is a mecca for soccer, and we just want to continue to grow local talent and make sure that they can have a place to play here in Rochester.
Thank you, Doug. I appreciate it. Amazing first half. Let's see what our team can do in the second. Head on back there. Let's hear it for your coach, Doug Miller. And now, those streaming at Lancers TV, I'm going to bring it back up to Joe Giuliano. And now it's time for the world.
Great job, Ashley. And you know what? I don't think it's the living legend anymore. I think it's Dapper Don Doug Miller, looking sharp with that suit tonight.
Absolutely. We never know what he's going to wear on game days, and he looks fantastic every time he shows up.
All right, at the half, it's Utica City with a 3-0 lead over the Rochester Lancers. John Savaglia, Joe Giuliano on the call. We'll take a short break, come back with more MASL news and notes. Hope you're enjoying our coverage on the Lancers Broadcast Network.
Welcome back to MASL Primetime. Our team of the week for week number 13, and it is Jamie Lovegrove, Moises Gonzalez, Angel Curiel, Jake Schindler of Utica City, Joshua Sandoval of the Tropics, and Paulo Cortez in goal. Our Sport Turf player of the week for week 13 is Moises Gonzalez of Utica City FC, who had a couple of games out west as he racked up a total of 7 points, 5 goals, 2 assists as UCFC won both their games in week 13. And our primetime plays of the week. And number 5, Juan Carlos Gonzalez of Ontario, smashing it top shelf against San Diego. Number 4, Sonora's Javier Durham. This thing is on a rope. Beautiful. Number 3, Didica Carvalho of St. Louis with the perfect placement against Kansas City, just under the bar. Number 2, Ian Bennett, the Canadian assassin, with these sweet moves and even better finish against Florida as the Wave dropped the Tropics. And number 1, San Diego's Hiram Ruiz on his bicycle, and not from an easy angle either. This is just utter perfection. Beautiful shot. Part of a big win over Baltimore by San Diego, and it is our primetime play of the week. And we are all out of time for today, but just a reminder, MASLsoccer.com is your home base for absolutely everything in the Major Arena Soccer League, and there's all kinds of other social media to keep you up to date as well. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week.
And be entered into our year-long contest to win with the second part of our iFamily dealership halftime show here. He's from parts unknown, just crawled out of his warrior cave. Lancer fans, let's hear it for Elliot Fauski.
All right, Ashley, thank you so much. I'm out here with Lancer Louis, the indomitable, fearless leader of Lancer Nation. We have some guys out here. Quickly, introduce yourself and where are you from?
I'm Riley, I'm from Chad. Josiah from Austin from Rochester. John from Rochester.
Cool, so it took some of you a second. So I believe I got that you are from Rochester, so specifically Gage Tri-Light. Are you all on the same team? Have you ever experienced the Brazilian training ball, Rio ball, before? All right, well, this is your opportunity. So you're going to come line up here. Each of you are going to pair up. So you only need one Rio ball right now. Set the extra one behind you. Lancer Louis, do you want to come up here? Stand up here, you're going to watch. You guys have to, before you can shoot the ball, one partner's going to throw it to the other. So toss me the ball. So it shows my feet. So you got to throw it at their feet, and you got to hit it back to their hands 5 times. Once you do that, you got to run 5 circles around Lancer Louis, get as dizzy as you can, and shoot a volley into the goal. If you do that, the Rio ball is yours. Do we understand? 5, run around Louis as quick as you can. The first one to do it. No pressure. On your mark. Get set. Go. You must catch it. That's, oh, you got blocked. That's defense. You got you. You can use the extra balls behind you. Oh, nice hustle. We like that. He needed an extra ball. All right, Louis, come help us out. If you guys want, you can have a bonus round with Louis. There's one. Louis can step in. It's worth 3. If you can get one to Louis and he kicks it back to your hands, it's a 3-pointer. They want to utilize Louis. Turn and check him.
Hey y'all, let me show you the absolute best training tool that I've ever experienced. It's called Rio Ball. I discovered Rio Ball while training with a professional team in Brazil. I had a ton of fun and my touch had never been so sharp. This spring, be the first to find your Rio Ball advantage. Sign up at rioball.com today and receive 20% off your first order.
Welcome back to the Dome Arena. Joe Giuliano and John Savaglia on the call tonight. The magic of the Rio Ball from Elliot Fauski taking place now at halftime. Utica City with a 3-0 lead over the Rochester Lancers after 2 quarters of play. As we take a look at some of your news and notes from across the MASL, let's start off with your standings. First, in the Eastern Conference, we talked about Florida, 14-2. Look at them at the top of that table, 130 goals for, and very important, only 56 against.
Yeah, that's fantastic for Florida. You see why they're first in the league. I mean, the numbers speak for themselves.
Utica just behind them at 11-3. They've got 5 straight wins. Milwaukee and Baltimore right there. Top 4 in each conference make the playoffs. Harrisburg, Kansas City, St. Louis, they're also knocking on the door. You see the O next to Orlando and Rochester. Unfortunately for those 2 teams, they have been eliminated from the playoffs. Moving over to the Western Conference, look at Monterey, 17-1, running away with the division. They're in the playoffs. They're just waiting to see who else is going to join the party.
Yeah, I know. I mean, if you look at the Western Conference standings here, everybody is so close. I mean, Tacoma, Ontario, Sonora, San Diego, safe to say, I think at this point in the season, possibly going to lock up that spot. But, I mean, look how close it is.
Should be a wild finish in both conferences as there's a log jam for 3 of the 4 spots, at least, in each conference. Looking at your statistical leaders, Frank Teyu, one of the top stars in the MASL. He's having a tremendous year with 31 goals. He's got 5 hat tricks on the year. He's playing with the Fury out in California. Moving on to your next set of statistics. Look at your points leaders. This is a guy, not just a player, but also a coach for the Kansas City Comets, Leo Gibson. 45 points on the season. He leads the MASL. Goals, as we mentioned, Frank Tayu and his 5 hat tricks with 31. A couple players just within touching distance. Don Francis in the east, Vinny Dantas, Ian Bennett also up there as far as your goals are concerned. Leading assists, Leo Gibson, Daniel Villela, tied at 22 on the season for your assists. Now the netminders, your favorite spot, John. Take it away.
My favorite spot, we look at Hugo Silva there with Florida with a 3.38 goals against average. That's fantastic in the indoor game. We also look at, Andrew Coughlin was on there as well. As we look at save percent leaders here, Milwaukee Wave. Unfortunately, he is injured right now. Rafa Diaz with a .768 save percentage. Fantastic guy when he's in net.
And we'll get ready here for second half action. Looking at your scoring in the first quarter, Utica got 2 goals. Yelowitz, his 13th of the season from Segura. Then at 7:08, Gonzalez got his 16th of the year to make it 2-0 after 15 minutes of play. Moving to the second quarter, Segura picked up a goal to go along with his assist. That came at 2:32, and that's where the scoring would end in this one. Is 3-0 Utica. Don't forget the Lancers are home tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Baltimore comes to town. And then on Sunday, take the short drive down to Utica. They'll be kicking off 2 o'clock at the Adirondack Bank Center, Lancers and Utica City FC. All right, John, we're getting ready to begin this third quarter. The Lancers in the all gold with blue socks will be going from right to left. And we'll see if they can chip away here, or is Utica going to expand this lead and start to pull away?
Yeah, I know. We heard at halftime Coach Doug Miller saying, we want to keep teams at 6 goals or under, which is a great thing for, brand new teams. And right now, 3-0. That's not a bad score. For Utica City, the only thing I would say for them to change is to, deal with the pressure a little bit more. For some reason, Rochester, when they're pressuring, is getting under their skin a little bit. But other than that, it's Utica City. There's a reason why they're second place.
Utica going with Callahan, Raymond, Bordeaux, Yelovitz, and Toby, who has the ball now. Rochester's got Boughton, Rosano, Mayanga, Ortiz, and Harling, both keepers the same. Wilkin and Coughlin for Utica City. All right, third quarter is underway. Hope you're enjoying our coverage tonight from the Dome Arena, the new home of the Rochester Lancers. Varsity Media, the production company, always first class, working with those guys, Joel and the entire crew. This crowd making their way back from the concession stands. And a ball springing forward for Rosano. Got a chance to come forward. Anthony, left-footed shot, it's in! Anthony Rosano sneaks it through the legs, and an early goal, 42 seconds in.
You could not dream of a better start for Rochester right now. Coming out and scoring. Hard, low shot. Might have caught Coughlin by surprise a little bit. He's looking up at the big screen right now. But well-deserved by Anthony Rosano.
Anthony Rosano gets the crowd up and celebrating. 42 seconds into the third quarter, his 8th goal of the year. And he's calm and cool, just goes for it. And Wilkin watches that one roll into his net.
Coughlin.
Coughlin, excuse me. Goalie on the brain. All right, Lancers into this one on a great third quarter start.
It looked like it sort of had Coughlin wrong-footed. He seems like he was still moving to his right when that ball came back.
All right, Lancers fighting their way back into this one. Gonzalez, a little touch from Rosano, but again, the veterans, they'll know how to sell it.
Yeah, that flop was probably categorized as so wuss.
Gets the call, and the restart comes to Obasi. Back in front, kick save, rebound is pounded home. And guess who? Mr. Segura, his second of the game. At 1:13.
And Utica says, hang on, we're still here.
And Segura's got his second of the night, 18th of the year.
initial save, and then
wow. Yeah, no marking in the box. I mean, he's wide open. A phenomenal finish, take nothing away, but nobody even close.
Rochester's own Jake Schindler gets his 7th assist of the season. 1:13 time of the goal. Utica up by 3 once again. Tagba takes it away from Godoy. Spin move taken down top of the box. Referee says play on.
It's a great play by Brian, coming out big and strong there, getting a touch.
And Tagba returns the favor, and he's called for the foul this time. 13:29 left. Third quarter, Lancers and Utica doing it for the 3rd time this season. Finn, a very physical second quarter, but he's out at it once again. Forward, looking for D'Amico, gets it to him. He's nudged off the ball. Frankie Siliberto, who scored that incredible bicycle kick a couple weeks ago. One of his first shifts of the match. And here's a look at the goal from Rosano.
It just looked like Coughlin was still moving a little bit to his right there, but those low shots, hard like that right at your feet, some of the toughest ones to save.
Especially when they go through a defender like that. You know, the keeper can't really read it. When your defender stretches to block it, if it goes under the leg, you're not prepared for that angle.
Exactly.
Soccer Sam hopefully wasn't too close to a cactus on that Rosano goal, because he will feel that one for sure. Out in beautiful Arizona. This one slows down nicely. Cunningham. Or Crawford, sorry. Looks like Cunningham with the new do. Almost gets it back. Can't. From Cunningham. Taken by Toby.
Lancers on that break. Can't capitalize, but leading up to that, just a little too much individual effort. I'd like to see them get their foot on the ball, move it around, try to soften up the defense and find better opportunities.
Anoa Obasi to Segura. Vitale. Yelowitz, little fancy pass, does find Obasi. Intercepted, though, by Crawford. Looking for the goal scorer, Rosano. Can't keep possession. 3 other games tonight with teams from the Eastern Conference. Baltimore taking on Orlando. Kansas City against Milwaukee. St. Louis taking on Orlando.
So I'll try and get some updates for everybody here. It looks like the Baltimore-Orlando game might be in a little bit of a delay here. It's supposed to start at 7:35. I still haven't gotten any updates.
Ortiz shot is blocked by Schindler. Bassi gets it away forward to Moises Gonzalez. Uncharacteristic giveaway here. Mayanga comes away with it for the Lancers. All the way back to Wilkin. Mayanga. Rosano. Still Rosano. For D'Amico. Far side boards. D'Amico pressured by Gonzalez. Heavy touch. Mayanga quickly gets it back to Crawford. A little lull here in the action. Both teams just trying to figure things out here as we have started quarter number 3.
Yeah,
2 quick goals, and now it's kind of just chilled for a little bit.
I was just going to say this would be an excellent time to introduce Baby Shark, and right when I thought the DJ was losing his touch, queued it up. Here comes Baby Shark, y'all.
DJ Keogh never loses his touch.
No, sir. Faith restored.
Poof. Look at the Segura goal, almost ripped the net off its hooks. Actually hearing the fans across the way, if I'm not mistaken, with these old listening tubes I've got on, chanting Utica.
There's the Karate Kid right there. Just missed the tap in on the side.
Yeah, he was looking for a crane kick, So when it came to his foot directly, he wasn't ready.
Togba tried to be ready there, and this one's out of play, hit the netting, so it'll come back on the ground for a second. Wilkin will put it back into play. 9:26 left. Be sure you get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams. Make sure you're following MASL Soccer on Facebook, Instagram, and MASL Arena on Twitter. Lancers home tomorrow, on the road Sunday in Utica. Utica will travel south of the border February 29th, and March 1st they'll take on Sonora. Their first trip to Mexico. Harling to Wilkin. Blanco headed across to the near side. Cunningham was coming in. The ball went out. Ortiz, good chance here. Oh, it's off the post.
Oh, my goodness. What a shot. Great effort from Ortiz.
Kicks right out. And Togba takes a tumble on the near side boards. It was Harling who was called for the foul.
Yeah, it kind of rolled downhill. He was stumbled by the first Lancer, and Harling showed up, and that contact was stung for the penalty.
Ortiz's shot smack dab on the center of that red post. There's Raymond to Bordeaux. It's Toby. Slows it down, goes to Raymond. Tangle up here along the near side boards, whistle blows. Referee says no, we're going to play on actually. So Toby gets it forward to Bordeaux. Raymond, the University of New Hampshire product. Into the corner, Bordeaux in front, shot at a goal! Nate Bordeaux, 7th of the season.
Man, great little touch, good skill, and fantastic composure. Right inside that mayhem, he just tapped it home. Looked like toe maybe outside of the foot.
7th of the year, Bordeaux.
Yeah, nifty little outside of the foot finish
but we'll
off
see.
the volley.
It was a Lancer player who last touched it, coming back towards Bordeaux. 6:54 time of the goal. 5-1 now, Utica City in the lead, looking for their 6th straight win. As Finn out hustles and wins it for the Lancers. Coming forward now, Schindler with Cunningham. They battle. And Cunningham goes down. Schindler's called for the foul.
Yeah, it was actually D'Amico there.
Or D'Amico, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he brought the heat. You got to go in rough if you're going against Jake Schindler. Good fight.
Wilkin, pressured. Godoy plays it nicely back to Crawford. Rafa spinning away, looking for an option. Drives one up and into the crowd. No options there for Rafa. And we'll take our media timeout, I believe, here. Referee signaling everyone to go to the bench. 7:28 left. Utica 5, Rochester 1. This is the Lancers Broadcast Network. Dangerous restart here, top of the arc. Outside Segura. Good save from Wilkin off the Yellowitz shot. There's Gonzalez taking down Mayanga, streaking forward. Diego. Rosano, a little too heavy in the pass. Diego picks it up again and rifles one into the netting. Coughlin will have a rollout opportunity to Christian Segura.
Yeah, Lancers just failing to complete their chances here. Finishing just hasn't gone their way. They haven't taken care of their opportunities. It's really the story of the game. Holding Utica to 5 goals through 2.5 quarters isn't the worst thing out there. They just have to put their chances away now.
As far as home games are concerned, I don't recall many games where they had more offensive opportunities. They seem to be creating many more chances as the season moves on. Bordeaux thought about a left-footed shot. He went right foot instead, and why not? Picks up his second goal of the quarter, second goal of the game, and number 8 on the year for Bordeaux. .828 time of Bordeaux's 8th of the season. And I thought he was going to initially strike it with the left foot.
Yeah, it looked like he had that opportunity.
I don't know if Brian was just screened from that aspect or what. But
Bordeaux's got 2 goals on the evening. Schindler's got 2 assists. 6-1 Utica. As the Lancers get it back underway. Finn. Kayla Clark-Kent with the beautiful Jilly visiting us up in the booth. Hello.
Yeah, little Jillian wanted to touch the Mohawk.
Everyone wants to see the Mohawk. Coughlin.
Top of the box,
Yes.
restart.
Exactly what the doctor ordered here for the Lancers.
that shot again, yeah, it looks like Brian was screened from there. Rochester needs to take a step out. They can't let Utica set up like that. Take a step, make it a little bit harder.
Bordeaux unleashes a cannon. Well, the Lancers need something here, and a great opportunity for Mayanga. Shot is blocked by Yellowitz into the crowd.
And there's the thing I talk about where Utica, they're stepping at the ball. They're throwing their body at the ball. Rochester's sitting back and sort of inviting them to shoot.
Had a chance to talk with Tommy Tanner, the general manager for Utica, before the game. I said, Tommy, wow, you guys are doing great. 5 in a row. And he said, you know what? We're not playing as well as we could or should. So I said, well, if you win 5 in a row, you're not clicking on all cylinders. What's going to happen when it does happen? And just kind of give me a little smile and said, yeah, it's going to be a good thing. So this team's got a lot more to offer. Come down the stretch.
Yeah, you still have Mauricio Salas to get healthy as well.
Good point.
A gentleman known for kicking it quite hard, repeatedly into the back of the net.
Speaking of quite hard into the back of the net, there was Bordeaux's blast. 6-1, Utica in control. Segura.
So Cunningham doing a better job of stepping up there, filling in that space towards the yellow line where we failed to do so before when Bordeaux got that shot off.
A little rotation here, a little shifting. Bordeaux goes to the far side. Toby gets it to Obasi. Obasi, he wants one himself, and a good save from Wilkin. 2 hands, pushes it away. But only enough for Utica to start their attack once again. Obasi, 4 goals on the year, wants more. Segura wants a hat trick. Yelovitz. Obasi, good save again. Another tremendous save. Brian Wilkin up to the challenge.
That is a great hold, great double save.
Yeah, he has been putting in a good night. He's been doing really well for the Lancers, keeping Utica from running away with it.
Hats off to the Hilton High School and Nazareth College product, Brian Wilkin. He has kept this one close for the home side. Yelowitz. Segura. 3:55 left in the third quarter. Wilkin under intense pressure here. Gonzalez shot. Another great save from Wilkin. Header. What a save! Get out of town! What else can this young man do? Look at this. There's one. And then just poking one off the line after that.
Speechless.
And then coming out to make sure he volleyed it out of trouble.
Speechless for me. I mean, that's excellent goalkeeping. I don't even know what else to say.
He is just done tremendous this evening. Maybe he'll spark the boys in gold and push them forward here. Toby. Another save from Wilkin. Keeping the door shut. Deserves a huge round of applause.
Yeah, the fans are letting him know. They appreciate that.
And that passion and energy has to feed off to the rest of the team. Here's a look at it. Look at this one. Oh! Great athleticism. Springing up and down. D'Amico, he'll have a go. What a great save from Coughlin. End-to-end, keeper's doing a great job in this one.
Yeah, that was well struck by D'Amico.
2:40 left. Corner kick. Rosano. D'Amico almost sneaks that one past Andrew Coughlin. Goldman. Wilkin lets it roll into the box. He'll scoop it up, play it short. D'Amico. Godoy. Way deep in his own half is Rafa. Taken away by Goldman. Again, Goldman's shot is wide. Ortiz may have helped the balance of the shooter.
Yeah, Goldman tights, nice little steal there. Had the opportunity, couldn't quite finish.
Look at that bit of work from Ottawa Obasi. A little too aggressive there from Domenico Vitali, the 30-year-old star from Lemoyne College. The owner of Giovanni's Tuxedos in North Syracuse, Domenico Vitali. Goldman, long shift for him. Has it now, spinning away from pressure all the way back. He'll come off as Coughlin settles this one in.
He was on, and then he will wax off. His change.
I like it. Minute 20 left, third quarter, 6-1 Utica with the lead. Segura, Bordeaux, and Bordeaux with the goals in this quarter. Rosano for Rochester. Yelowitz. Bordeaux. Final minute of play in the third quarter, I'm sorry. It would help if I knew where we were and what stage of the game it is. Quick movement of the ball. Onto the near side. Under a minute to play. Lancers trailing this one 6-1. Whistle blows, and tough angle to tell what the call is. Is it going to be a drop ball? That's what it looks like. All right, so a puck freeze in hockey. It's a face-off. There it is. Segura. Crossfield for Vitali. 29 seconds left. Obasi looking for an option. He'll go himself with the near corner. Corner kick coming up here for Utica City. .6 seconds left. Third meeting of the season between the two clubs. And they're going to bring this one back. Referee didn't like the spot of that restart. They'll place it right on the dot, and it says wait for the whistle. And now we can go. Good block there. It was either Finn or Ortiz. Toby. Darren Toby, 37 years old on the sprint. Gets there first.
Toby or not Toby? That is the question.
Wilkin has to hurry there. Snuck in between his legs and almost trickled over the goal line. All right, third quarter comes to an end in Rochester. Utica City with a 6-1 lead over Rochester. This is the Lancers Broadcast Network. Three quarters in the books. The score, Utica City 6, Rochester 1. Joe Giuliano, John Savaglia, the Mohican Warrior. John taking a break and stepping in is the general manager of Utica City, Tommy Tanner. Tommy, welcome back to Rochester.
Thanks, glad to be back.
Team is on quite a run right now, 6-1 lead in this game, but 5 wins in a row. And you and I were talking before the game. You're like, they're looking good, but not as well as they could be playing.
Yeah, I think our first half we were a bit sluggish. I thought that third quarter we really put the pressure on. We didn't score a lot, but we created a ton of chances in that third quarter. And, the energy in the third quarter was much better in the first half.
You've got to look around this arena tonight, and everywhere I look, I see Utica City shirt, a sign. People making the road trip to Rochester speaks volumes for your club.
Oh yeah, I think there's at least 200 Utica fans here, and they started the Utica chant.
I heard that.
They're really into it, and the city supports us, and we support the city.
Andrew Coughlin, tremendous in the nets. Brian Wilkin. I think we've seen 2 great goalkeeping performances tonight.
Oh yeah, Brian's had an incredible effort tonight. And he's been very, very good low. We scored a few up high on him, but down low he's saved everything.
He has looked good. Coughlin as well for you. Having him in has to give the team such a sense of confidence.
Oh yeah, Andrew. I think Andrew's maybe fifth season probably, and he's really. And the difference is his feet are really good. So when they do pressure him, he's very good to make the right decision. And he made a couple of just great saves in the upper corner tonight.
Tommy, you're a master of this game. You're hugely successful as a player, coach, GM. What's Rochester now experiencing or feeling? This is a completely different beast, different type of soccer. A lot of these guys have zero experience in this indoor game.
Yeah, I think they're actually doing pretty well, and I think when they actually pressure a lot, they even do better. They're sitting back. When they sit back, we just, Nate Bordeaux's goal is just a perfect example. Like, you just sit back, and one time they're going to go in. But when they put some pressure on us, I thought they've been very, very good. They were beating Milwaukee 1-0. This game takes a long time to learn, and these guys, for the most part, are almost all rookies. I think they're doing very well. There's spells like where they get the goal up and then they score the goal and they immediately get the goal up. And if you watch all their games, which I do, many times after they score a goal, they give a goal right back up, and that's a killer for them.
Yeah, it's an experience issue. You see the 6 men on the field penalty called. They got a blue card for just some small mental lapses. The back door. The first goal was a brilliant pass, but just failing to mark the back post. Things that aren't intuitive to an outdoor soccer player necessarily.
But it's also difficult when you're playing a zone to you know what I mean? You give up a little bit of things in the zone.
There are lanes. Yeah,
when it's man to man, it's when your man scores, it, right?
Right.
Tommy, last season you guys were 17-7, knocked out of the playoffs by Baltimore. You really retooled, brought in some massive firepower. Segura, one of the key components, he's been outstanding.
Yeah, he has been outstanding, and Gonzalez just got injured again for the second time today, so don't know if it's his ankle or what it is.
And speaking of injuries, Rochester favorite Mauricio Salas unable to go tonight.
Yeah, Mauricio has a hip flexor. It's healing, but it's healing a little bit slower than we would like, and we have game Sunday, obviously, and then a big trip to Mexico the following weekend. So we're going to make sure he's healthy for Mexico.
What do you think about that trip? That's going to be an interesting experience for the club and everyone involved.
Yeah, again, I was very excited when we were able. It was supposed to be Tacoma at first, and and all of a sudden we switched with Florida, and Florida's going to Tacoma, and we're going to Mexico. We're excited about it.
Should be a unique opportunity for everyone involved. You guys will be in Sonora for 2 games. That'll be on February 29th and March the 1st. But getting back to the team you built for this season, you guys are making a big push for that championship.
Yeah,
not just playoffs.
that's what we try to build. You know what I mean? The guys, hopefully we get our visa issue situated. There's no Ricardo Dieguez right now with a visa issue. And hopefully I think we're getting a little bit closer to. That's a handball.
Yeah, Rosano call for that.
I was going to say, if they
clear
let that
handball.
go, we saw that from the Eagles' nest.
It's a really good seat you guys have up here.
Love it. Great venue. What do you think about the venue?
Oh, the venue's a great venue. And there's a good amount of people here tonight too. So,
not a bad seat in the house, and you're on top of all the action here at the Dome Arena, the new home for the Rochester Lancers. 14:28 left, fourth quarter. Utica City with a 6-1 lead, and the one who never ages, Darren Toby, 37 years old, and smooth as silk out there.
Yeah, and actually he went on a sprint earlier today and ran by, caught two young guys.
Yes.
So Darren's as fast as he needs to be, pretty much.
Defending MASL Defender of the Year. And how about one of our hometown favorites, Jake Schindler? How's he working things out this year?
Jake's doing great. Jake's in my opinion, one of the smartest guys in the league. He always is. This is trouble.
Well, Bassi gets it forward, 2-on-1, 3-on-1 if they hurry. Segura. Intercepted by Harling. Tries to push it forward, but Coughlin's going to hurry off his line. Little knee trap off the boards. And
classic knee trap.
I'm not quite sure why he held it there, but
he hustles back to his line. Lancers have possession. Sneaks under the foot of Jeremy Ortiz.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with the fan base you built in Utica in such a short amount of time. I mean, they're nuts.
Yeah, and look at everyone here tonight has a jersey. I mean, our jersey sales have been incredible, and they've been just huge supporters.
Yeah, it's awesome. It makes such a big difference to play in front of such a dedicated fan base, especially after it changes cities. It happened so early.
Yeah, but the organization did just a terrific job in promoting the team and just doing everything that was right. Everything they did was right.
Yeah, you've had some phenomenal commercials online and marketing. I really enjoyed those feuds with Milwaukee, particularly.
Hey, we got a really good one coming up next week.
Yeah,
excellent. Well, it'll be for that March 8th game that we have.
Yeah, that should be a shot in the arm for you. I mean, you guys kind of took a beating in the last episode of Who Wants to Be an MASL-ionaire,
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, well, you were voted biggest wuss in Utica's franchise. I don't necessarily agree with that or support that, but that's what's out there.
I have no issue with that.
I'll step between you two guys right now and cool things down. As Goldman gets it back.
It's good for the game.
You know what? It is absolutely entertaining. Makes the fans think about Utica or Rochester. You guys for Sunday, what? Down to 500 tickets left?
Yeah, I think there's about 500 tickets left. So we just need to, order online, and that's a great ball.
Oh, Yelovitz looking for another one, just deflected away. Segura, Tagba, Bordeaux looking for the hat trick. He's tripped up. The bicycle kick hero, Frankie Siliberto, called for the foul.
What a goal that was.
Oh, sensational. Dangerous restart here for Utica. These are such crucial pieces of the game.
Under other circumstances where you would expect Mauricio Salas to go straight to goal. Cannon style.
Bordeaux and Tagba taking a look. Schindler's shot. Another good save from Wilkin. Coughlin. Finn takes a look, passes, the shot, and a goal! Rafa Godoy!
That was a phenomenal decision. The Lancers tonight have been a little trigger happy, and they've been missing the target. I like that he looked for that extra pass, and a wonderful finish from Rafa.
It was a great goal, but we give the ball away. Andrew's got to do better than that. Movement when we play the ball back to him. We just put Andrew in. Andrew shouldn't have that ball where he had it.
Yeah, not a 3v1 in that part of the field.
Rafa's got his 5th of the season for August Finn. First points of the year for Finn in his 9th appearance. Gets the assist at 3:25. Lancers down by 4 now here in quarter number 4.
And no lead in this indoor game is ever safe.
Yeah, the runs can be pretty phenomenal, and they can come in short order.
Callahan.
So now we'll see how Rochester responds. Tommy, you had spoken about Rochester's kind of inclination to give up a goal directly following scoring one.
Will they get one here? Rosano. Boughton. Diego shot is wide. 11 minutes left. Utica City with a 6-2 lead. Tommy, looking at the standings in the Eastern Conference, what a logjam this could turn out to be for those 4 spots.
Oh, it should. It really could. I mean, there's a really big game. Sunday between Baltimore and Harrisburg, which will, it's Baltimore's 3rd in 3 days. They got a home game tonight against Orlando, and then travel here, and then they got to go back to Harrisburg to play. It's going to be that's a definite tough road trip.
Yeah. Old school, back from your day, right?
Oh,
It was regular 3-day.
Every team had to play 3 games in 3 days twice. When you're playing 40 games and really almost the same amount of time. Maybe there's one more month.
Yeah, how'd you handle that as far as being taxing on your body? Were there weeks where you just lightly or didn't train?
We loved. I mean, I truly loved the 3 games in 3 days, and you'll see a lot of times teams win all 3 games in 3 days.
Well, especially if your opponents have to do the same, and I suppose it's not so bad.
Yeah, I think Liam Callahan looks like he might have just strained his hamstring a little bit, which is not good.
The injury list continues to grow, really, for all teams in the league. We're banged up here in Rochester as well.
Maybe they could wrap it with Tim the Karate Kid Goldman tights headband.
Cunningham's hard shot is blocked, picked up by Diego Mayanga.
Cunningham, a very disciplined soccer player, trains all the time, very deadly when he gets a shot off.
Here is Cunningham as it poked away. Tommy, a lot of your success coming in the indoor game with the Cleveland clubs. Any talk of a team maybe coming back that way?
I think the hard part is the arena. I think the arena is. I think the arena in Cleveland is. I heard they're getting rid of the convocation, so I don't think it's coming down. So maybe when something new goes up, but it's a 13,000 seat stadium, so probably a little bit too big for indoor at this time.
Just think about that straight stretch, Cleveland, Buffalo, Rochester, Utica. Could be a nice little run for teams in a division or a conference. It's a regional setup.
Yeah, it'd be nice. Yeah. I mean, then there's talk. We're just not very tight right now.
It's Frankie's ball across, no one there, but Momich.
Yeah, proximity is so good for rivalries as well. When Syracuse and Rochester were just an hour and a half down the road, it was phenomenal.
I mean, if we can get out of this, we got tons of players here.
Quick ball forward for the Lancers outdoor player Momich, but it's taken away by Rosano. Diego Mayanga, who has been outstanding this year, game in and game out, gets it back to.
He has had a great season for them.
He has been good. He's grown every game. And there's a veteran player in Jeremy Ortiz along with Gary Boughton. Right on to show these guys the ropes of the indoor game. Goes to another veteran. Boughton fights off one challenge. Coughlin is down, can't kick possession back. It's top of the arc, Rosano. Still Rosano, shot, good block from Toby, closing the door nicely. Togba, Finn battle for it. Harling gets the toe poke just in time to Wilkin.
Togba looking very quick there.
Yeah, Togba is so quick. Togba will get better and better as the season goes on.
How old is he?
24. So he's
Oh,
he's
wow.
relatively young.
Yeah.
I think one season in the game, learning the game.
Came over from Kansas City.
Yes.
Shot is, we're going to call a foul. Lancers will get a restart. Yep. Rosano went down. 7:09 left. In this one, it's Utica City 6, Rochester 2. And yellow card being issued. Not sure if it was Coughlin
It was
or
Andrew
Bordeaux.
Coughlin for holding the ball.
So in this situation, the player will be off for 5 minutes. They chose Callahan to take the break. But they will not play short.
Yeah, just the individual will have to sit out, but the team doesn't suffer a number. But when it happens to a goalkeeper, somebody takes their place, correct?
Look at Gary Boughton's positioning on this one. He is as deep in the goal as you can be. Now he'll step out. 2 in the wall for Utica. This to the left of Coughlin. Ortiz on the start.
He just tapped Toby on the wrong shoulder. Trying to get him to look the other way.
It's a good block right there by the guys. And Bo Yelovic just brings so much energy to the field every shift he's out there. He's had a great season, and
was a thorn in the side for the Lancers when he played with Syracuse as well.
Yeah.
Big, strong presence.
My favorite Lancer game ever is when Marcus Chantel hit the three-pointer with like 7 seconds to go.
That was your favorite? No, I don't remember that one. I remember the one when who was it?
Kennardo Forbes also scored in overtime when you guys missed the.
Where's Kennardo these days?
Kennardo's in Pittsburgh. He was up for Player of the Year this year. He finished third in the balloting.
So he's still making a living with Bob Lilly.
Yes, he is.
Mayanga. No juice on the shot from Lanco.
Yeah, Rafa out on the backside of the arc. Couldn't find him.
I think one of my favorites was when, I think it was Coughlin. Or was it, who was your other keeper, O'Quinn?
O'Quinn, yes.
When he blasted the ball off the head of, who was the Cuban player? Not Ray Martinez.
Oh.
And it just crossed the line?
Hey, that was my least favorite game.
Your reaction wasn't very positive, I remember. Siliberto, wide open.
Better decision there, and it's a 3-goal game.
Lanco was wide open, pleading for it. But again, experience, time. Rafa. Now he's got Frankie. Siliberto, it just runs away from him. 5.5 left. Finn. No trouble there for Coughlin.
It's just the final pass and the execution Rochester's been unable to be consistent with.
Yaquil Perez.
Yaquil, yes.
That was the name.
That was
Yaquil.
Yeah.
The Cuban.
No Soccer Sam in the building tonight, Tommy, to feel a little different?
No, he sent me a picture from Arizona.
My favorite Syracuse Lancer memory had not much to do with the game. Year one, I don't know, maybe the first game, but you and Billy, when I think you threw a water bottle towards him at the glass after you guys were having words, and then he went right to you after the benches cleared. And
that was a good moment.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I threw a ball, hit the glass, and Billy went crazy.
It's like poking the gorilla at the zoo.
That rivalry was brewing. It was pretty intense. I miss those days. This one's kept in play nicely by Yelovitz.
Billy used to intentionally hop himself up on caffeine, and I would talk to him like, I don't think that's necessary. You keep falling onto the field. He would stand on the boards, and in his dress shoes, he kept falling on.
Harling pokes it off the boards, but Bo is there for Utica City. Back to Coughlin. Segura. What a game, what a season he's having. Toby.
Segura is having a great season. He was injured for our Dallas trip, but looks healthy tonight with his 2 goals and 1 assist.
What a finish that was. Schindler, 23 seconds left with the extra attacker. And then Ottawa with the shootout winner. Nice way to end the trip to the Texas opponents. Loose ball. Raymond, toe poke, wide. Raymond again.
Still dangerous for Utica.
Segura roofs it for his hat trick and 19th goal of the year. He is having a tremendous evening. 3 goals, 1 assist for Christian Segura.
He's just a different class player. Everyone else has been shooting low. Christian, you look at Christian goals tonight. All three are up high.
I mean, he had a terrible angle as well, and he just crossbar near post high.
Raymond gets the assist, his 3rd assist of the season. And Tommy, for Raymond, is he related to Jonathan Raymond?
Yes, he's John's brother.
Okay. John now working with the league, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, John's doing a terrific job with as many jobs that he has.
I can imagine. We'll take a quick break here. Lancers trailing Utica 7-2 on the Lancers Broadcast Network.
Hey, thanks, guys, for having me.
Back here at the Dome Arena. 7-2 Utica with the lead, thanks to Tommy Tanner for spending a few minutes with us. We just kind of chuckled as we went to break. We started off in the beginning of the 4th quarter, and he almost did the whole time. Just great stories reminiscing about the days in Syracuse and Cleveland. Tommy Tanner, tremendous job here now, building another soccer powerhouse in central New York. There's Nate Bordeaux with 2.5 minutes left. To Schindler. Segura, he's got the hat trick as he roofed that one before the break for his 19th of the season. Oh, good save there. Just got word from Mark Satilli regarding that Baltimore-Orlando game, as a chance there is denied. Crowd wanted that one for Rosano. That's delayed because the Orlando players had their flight delayed, so they were late getting into Baltimore. So we'll have a update for you as far as that one goes. Lanco looking for one there. It's wide. Under 2 minutes left in this one. Ortiz. Good block from Goldman. Lancers back at it again tomorrow night. 7 p.m. The Baltimore Blast come to town. Mayunga's shot is wide. So Baltimore will be a little delayed as this one not getting underway, or maybe getting underway by now, but a late start against Orlando. Cunningham. Siliberto to Harling. Under a minute to play. Utica seconds away from their 12th win of the year. 6th in a row. For Rochester, they'll go to 0-9 at home. And 0-17 on the season as Cunningham is denied. Long shot from Segura. Does it work this time? No, Wilk may have gotten a piece of it. But Bordeaux is there to pound home the rebound. He picks up a hat trick as well. 9th of the year, 3rd of the evening for Bordeaux at 14:28. That'll definitely slam the door shut and lock it up.
Disheartening little insult to injury. Game's out of hand and give one up.
Segura will get the assist. He tried another one of those long-range bombs. So he's had 3 goals, 2 assists tonight. Christian Segura. 8-2 is the score with 30 seconds left. Togba. Dangerous restart opportunity here for the Lancers, but it's definitely going to be too little too late. These two teams do it again on Sunday in Utica at the Adirondack Bank Center. And there's Rosano and Ortiz. Shot. Coughlin there to make the save. Heaves one downfield. Clock winding its way down to finish this one here in Rochester. Maybe one more sign of encouragement. Rosano tripped up with 9.5 seconds left. Lancers restart. Bassi called for the foul.
See if the Lancers can end on a bright spot with 9.5 seconds left on this restart.
And they'll call a timeout. Utica fans don't like it. You can hear their displeasure. As again, Tommy said, about 200 fans made the trip. 9.5 seconds left. It's Utica City 8, Rochester 2. Hope you've enjoyed our coverage tonight. I'm Joe Giuliano with John Savaglia, Elliot Fausti, Joel, and our entire crew from Varsity Media. Tremendous job tonight. Lancers timeout. We'll show some real ball action. Very close, near and dear to Elliot Fausti.
Hey y'all, let me show you the absolute best training tool that I've ever experienced. It's called Rio Ball. I discovered Rio Ball while training with a professional team in Brazil. I had a ton of fun and my touch had never been so sharp. This spring, be the first to find your Rio Ball advantage. Sign up at rioball.com today and receive 20% off your first order.
There's a look at the Rio Ball from the Mohican Warrior. Kids had a blast with that at halftime.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal training tool. I used it when I was in Brazil down with the team there and came back, and I've used it ever since. I love it, and now it's available on U.S. soil for the first time. rioball.com.
Be sure to check it out. Pick one up for your young soccer player, as this one is going to be brought to a close in Rochester. And Utica now with the win go to 12-3 while the Lancers remain winless. It's hard to say this one, folks. 0-17. They fall for the 3rd time this year to Utica City. We'll keep it here as Ashley will have a on-field interview. Well, Lancers started the 3rd quarter. Wow, 42 seconds in. Rosano with a goal. And then just too little too late, as it was Segura and Bordeaux twice in the 3rd quarter. In the 4th quarter, Godoy got one for Rochester, Segura, Bordeaux again. So hat tricks for Nate Bordeaux and Christian Segura tonight. As the handshake's taking place at midfield, these two teams will have just a couple days off between seeing each other, because Rochester has Baltimore coming tomorrow, so things do not get any easier for the Lancers. Ashley standing by, getting our post-game interview ready. Hope you enjoyed our coverage on MASL TV. I believe it'll be Jake Schindler who gets to speak with the lovely and talented Ashley, and Darren Toby as well, two guys who have some strong roots to the Rochester Lancers.
I'm Ashley Maria here with Lancers TV. I'm here with Utica stars Jake Schindler and Darren Toby. Jake, Real quick, we got some huge news to announce to your Lancer fans, because you do have tons of Lancer fans in the house. A lot of Utica fans that traveled here as well. Jake, your beautiful wife, Laura, is expecting.
Yeah, future Lancer player on the way.
A future Lancer player? I don't know. Laura told me you guys are not finding out the gender of the baby.
Yeah, no, not going to find out the gender. Just going to be excited for a healthy baby.
Jake, we're so excited for you. You played amazing tonight with 2 assists. Thank you so much for being here. Lancer fans, let's hear it for Jake and Laura. I'm here now with Utica City star, number 21, Darren Toby. Last year, you were Utica's best defender and won title of MASL Defender of the Year. You played outdoor with us for the MPSL Lancers, along with Nate Bordeaux, Momo, and Andrew Coughlin. What's it like wearing the Lancers logo during the outdoor season and the Utica City logo for indoor?
I mean, it's always a pleasure when you get to play the game that you love, you know. Whether it's for Lancers or for Utica, you know, just enjoy every moment because you never know when it's going to be your last.
Well, Utica's currently in 2nd place. We play you guys again on Sunday. We have a 3-day weekend, so we'll see you guys at your field on Sunday. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. Thank you. And now I'm here with your Lancers captain, Mr. Anthony Razzano, with a goal tonight, the 2nd goal by Rafa. Now, Anthony, no cards tonight?
It's a miracle, honestly. I know some of my coworkers were here, so I was on my best behavior.
He was on his best behavior. Ladies and gentlemen, if you do not know, Mr. Anthony Razzano leads the league in penalty minutes. Not sure if that's the best thing to be proud of, but no cards here tonight for the Red Bomba, just a goal. Anthony, we have a 3-game weekend coming up. Tonight we just played Utica. Tomorrow, Baltimore at home. And Sunday, we're back in Utica. How does the team prepare for such a crazy weekend like this?
You know, you make sure to get rest, take care of your body, and come out here. You got 3 opportunities, now 2, to go get some results.
During the first half, we were 3-0. Some amazing saves by Brian Wilkin. The second half, we let a few more in, but honestly, I think we played with our heart tonight, and I really think we could get Utica at home on Sunday.
Absolutely, Brian. You know, he played really well, and it's going to be a good battle these next 2 games, and we're coming there ready to win.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Anthony. Lancer fans, please head upstairs to get autographs by your Lancer players. Upstairs in the Goal Kick Lounge. Thank you so much.
All right, great job as usual by Ashley. Thank you so much for filling in for the one and only Soccer Sam. Well, Utica picks up a win. They're now 12-3. Rochester still looking for that first win.
All right, Lancer fans, thank you very much for attending tonight's.
I guess Wilkin in goal played tremendous.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been worse, right? If he didn't come up so big, especially coming out of his box. I was very impressed. He just had some great instincts on when to stay home and when to come out. But at the end of the day, there's just too much of an offensive onslaught coming from Utica.
Well, Lancers back at it tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Baltimore, and the Big Smooth come to town.
Hey, we're ready for them. Let's bring it on. Both teams have 3 games in 3 days, so it's grind time.
All right, Warrior. Good to have you back, buddy.
Appreciate it.
All right, enjoy your evening. Lancers falling tonight to Utica City by a score of 8-2. For Joel, for the Mohican Warrior, and for John Savaglia, Joe Giuliano saying so long from the Dome Arena on the Lancers Broadcast Network.